The journey to the top of the world begins in the skies above Nepal. As your small twin-otter aircraft soars through clouds, the horizon opens to a vast panorama of snow-clad peaks, silent, ancient, and infinite. Below lies Lukla, a tiny airstrip perched on a mountain ledge, the gateway to Everest. The moment your feet touch the ground, you can already feel it. Thin, crisp air filled with the scent of pine and the rhythm of adventure. The adventure begins in Lukla, a small mountain town surrounded by rolling hills and fluttering prayer flags. As you step onto the trail, the path winds gently through pine forests and along the banks of the Dingboche, the Milk River, named for its milky white flow born from Himalayan glaciers. The air is crisp, the scenery alive with color, and each bend reveals a glimpse of the mountains ahead. By late afternoon, you reach Phakding, a peaceful riverside village, your first stop on the road to Everest. Today, the trail becomes steeper, wilder, and more alive. Suspension bridges sway high above the roaring river, draped in lines of fluttering prayer flags. The scent of pine thickens as you climb through forested ridges. You pass the gates of Sagarmatha National Park, a land where the mountain gods are said to dwell. The final ascent to Namche is long and demanding, a winding path that tests your endurance. And then, just when your breath runs short, the trail opens to a magnificent amphitheater of mountains. Namche Bazaar appears, a horseshoe-shaped town clinging to the hillside, alive with color, laughter, and the timeless pulse of Sherpa culture. In the heart of the town, a prayer wheel turns endlessly, spun by flowing water, a quiet reminder of the Sherpa spirit and the harmony of life in these high hills. Acclimatization isn't rest, it's adaptation. You spend the day exploring, letting your body adjust to the thinning air. A morning hike leads to the Hotel Everest view, and there, for the first time, you see it, Mount Everest, standing proud above the clouds. The air is still, the sun pure gold, and the world seems to pause. You sip tea with a view of the highest peak on Earth, a reminder that sometimes dreams are visible before they're reached. Leaving Namche, the trail carves along a ridgeline with endless mountain vistas. Everest Lhotse and the elegant Ama Dablam accompany you like silent guardians. You descend through fragrant forests, cross a turquoise river, and climb steadily toward Tengboche. At the top of the hill stands the Tengboche Monastery, the spiritual heart of the Khumbu. The trail rises gently beyond Tengboche, where the forests fade and the land opens into a wide alpine valley. A long suspension bridge sways above the glacial river, prayer flags fluttering wildly in the wind. Yaks move patiently along the path, their heavy loads swaying with each step, bells echoing softly against the cliffs. The air grows thinner, colder, every breath a reminder that you're climbing deeper into the heart of the Himalaya. Ama Dablam dominates the horizon, its ridges gleaming like blades of ice under the high sun. By afternoon, you reach Dingboche, a quiet settlement surrounded by mountains that pierce the clouds. As the light fades, the valley falls silent. Only the low hum of the wind remains. Another day to adjust and to climb higher. The hike up Nagarjun Hill is steep and relentless, each step a battle with thin air. But the reward is beyond words. From the summit, The panorama stretches across the Himalayas, Makalu, Lhotse, Island Peak, and the distant pyramid of Everest. Up here, the world feels both endless and impossibly small. You descend slowly, your mind quiet, your spirit stronger. The landscape now turns stark and glacial. You ascend toward the Lukla Pass, where rows of memorials stand, stone cairns draped with prayer flags, built in memory of climbers who never returned. You stop here, not to mourn, but to honor their courage. The wind carries a soft hum, as if the mountains themselves remember. Beyond the pass lies Dingboche, a small cluster of lodges resting beneath the massive Nepetse wall. The night is cold, the stars fierce and near, shining above the roof of the world. The trail to Gorakshep crosses a frozen desert of rock and ice. You move slowly, following the moraine of the Khumbu Glacier, a path shaped by centuries of shifting ice. Then finally, after hours of effort, a wave of bright colors appears ahead. Prayer flags, tents, the legendary Everest Base Camp. You stand where great expeditions begin, surrounded by glaciers that groan and sparkle under the sun. This is it, the foot of the highest mountain on Earth, a place of dreams, perseverance, and pure awe. You breathe deeply, not just of the thin air, but of achievement itself. Before the first light of day, you begin your final ascent, a steep climb up Kala Patthar. Step by step, the horizon begins to glow, and then the sun rises. Golden light spills across the Himalayas, bathing Everest in color. For a moment, time stands still. Every challenge, every breathless climb, every step, all lead to this sunrise. Later, a helicopter lifts you from the roof of the world. Soaring over valleys, glaciers, and ridges you once walked. The journey ends where it began, in Kathmandu, but your heart remains somewhere between the peaks and the clouds. The Everest Base Camp Trek is more than a trail. It's a passage through nature, culture, and the depths of human will. Each mountain you see changes something inside you. Each step reminds you how vast and beautiful the world truly is. If you've ever dreamed of standing beneath Everest, feeling the pulse of the Himalayas in your chest, join Radiant Treks and let your story unfold where the earth touches the sky.